bring home a trophy?
It'd be big time. Just from the fact that we've been working for this for 11 months now. Really 12 now that we're in December. We set out for this goal, to accomplish this goal back in January, and all the work, the sweat, the tears, the preparation that's been put in all leads up to this week. So it'd be just a big thank you to everybody that's poured into us this entire year. If we could win this championship this weekend.
What's your anticipation level for this game?
I'm geeked up right now. I'm not gonna lie. When I woke up on Monday, everything had to be amped up. The way you watch film, the way you take care of your body, the way that you practice, the way that you just go through everything throughout your day. Because man, this is it. This is what you've worked for. This is what we worked so hard for. You can't let up the gas right now. That's kind of what's been echoed as a team, and I feel like we're doing a great job, even though it's only Tuesday.
12 games later, what do you know about this team?
Man, we got 115, 120 guys that have all types of different roles on this team, but all have bought into that role, understanding that they're crucial to the success of this team. They're crucial to everything that goes on inside this building. And man, just the team and the family atmosphere that we have with this football team gives us a chance to go and win every Saturday. Man, we're out there competing for each other, playing for each other, and that's a big fit in the football team.
How have you guys been able to embrace the underdog role this year?
It's been one of those things where we kind of understood that that's what we're comprised of. You're not going to see a whole bunch of guys that were heavily recruited out of high school in this football team. That's going to be a lot of guys that had to claw, scratch, and try and get their way into this spot. And anytime that we are the underdog, we have that chip on our shoulder. We understand that we've all had our mountain to get here, and this is just another mountain that we have to climb to be successful and be who we want to be.
How much does the second half from the last time you guys played TCU kind of fuel you or leave a chip on your shoulder or a sour taste in your mouth for this game?
I'd say it leaves a sour taste just because we couldn't finish the ball game the way that we wanted to. Played a really good first half, and for some other reasons we weren't able to win that football game. So to be able to have another chance at a really good football team, man, is all you want as us going into this game.
Deuce, you've played some games at AT&T Stadium before, but probably none to the magnitude of this. Being from around there, just how much are you looking forward to playing a big game at a stadium like that?
I'm looking really forward to it. This is, like I said, this is what we've been preparing for. This is when you turn it on. That stadium, AT&T Stadium, we played in it last year for the first game of the season. It was unbelievable. It was beautiful. But now the stakes raise just a little bit more. The way that we're going to go in here, and we have to play our own game. We can't get ahead of ourselves because we're in this big stadium, in this big game. We have to play our own football. But I'm super excited for this game, man.
Deuce, how much different is the preparation for you, knowing that this team you've played before, you know them a little bit?
It's a little bit different because we caught them pretty much in the middle of the season. So it's some things that they've actually turned around and done a little bit differently throughout these past 6 games against some of these teams that they're playing. So we have to kind of account for things that they threw at us in the first game that we played, also with the things that they have kind of turned around and tweaked a little bit through their preparation and the way that they watch film on themselves going into this game. So when they have film on you as well, it's a little bit different because you're going to see some of the looks that you gave them the first time, and they're going to adjust to it.
What can you tell me about DJ Giddens? I understand he doesn't say too much. He just kind of goes to work and gets the job done. Do you feel like you know him? You know him pretty well? Have you cracked his shell at all?
I wouldn't say I've cracked his shell, but man, we talk. Whenever I do, whenever I do, I try to learn just a little bit more about him, a little bit, another piece from him, because he is a pretty quiet guy. But I respect that, the way that he comes to work every single day. I admire, and man, he's somebody that is going to be a really good football player for us, and he's a great person. He really is.
I know he's learned a lot from you. Do you feel like you've taken anything from his game or the way that he runs?
Oh, absolutely. The way that he runs behind his pads, the way that he's always picking up yards after contact is something that, man, anytime I see it, I'm like, okay, that's a guy that is able to really get behind his pads. And, man, I'll ask him sometimes, like, how do you do that? And he'll kind of give me, like, I really don't know. And I completely understand that, because there were a couple of times that people ask me how I do things, and I'll tell them I don't know either. But being able to see that aspect of the way that he runs and the way that he has the forcefulness behind his runs are something that I've taken into account for sure.